Um, as you'll see, I'm in a completely different situation. And yeah, I'm basically sat in my car. And, every time I come to speak on this live, I kind of wonder, what should I speak about? What is it that I'm talking about? And ever since I moved from planning what to talk about to just going kind of free with it, um, I just trust that I'll know what to talk about, and I trust that there'll be something that comes forth this evening. Uh, I had planned to be somewhere ready for 7 o'clock, and it didn't go to plan. And it didn't go to plan because of a lack of communication from others, because of a situation that means that I can't find anywhere to park. Oh, lots of different things. But do you know what? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. There's benefit to me getting worked up, getting angry, speaking negatively to myself or to others, holding it in my body, getting tense, feeling down, feeling let down, like all the things that could come up that a lot of people do, and a long time ago I would have done. There's just no point. It just is. We just are. And there'll be a reason that maybe is unknown to me that this all should have happened anyway. Because of course this now changes the trajectory of where I am, what I'm doing. I could have prevented an accident. There's so many things. It really doesn't matter. But what does matter is that I'm live, because whilst I was driving around trying to find somewhere, I mean, even now I'm sat on double yellows. It's freezing cold. There's rain. There's wind. I thought to myself, you know what? I'm not going to go live. I'll do it, and I'll just forget it tonight. And then I thought to myself, no, I don't want to forget it. I want to do it. It makes a difference to me. I hope it makes a difference to you, anyone that's watching this, because we're all so conditioned for everything to be perfect and polished, and the way others do it. Like, there is no perfect way. There really isn't. And remember, and I reminded myself that I started this because I needed it. And it's made such a huge difference to my mindset, to my day, to my evenings. It's made a massive difference. And so, no, I'm not doing it. I'm showing up. I'm in the car. I'm on my phone. Flexibility, and how we can adapt, and how when we go through adversity, when we go through really shit times, when we go through situations that we're not in control of, or sometimes we are in control of, sometimes we really mess up, and sometimes other people mess up. And sometimes things just happen that we have no control over at all. The key thing, the key thing is actually to check in on how we deal with it, how we manage it, what we focus on, what stories we create around it. I could have thought tonight, the person that isn't where they said they were going to be, I could have made up so many stories. They don't care about me. I'm not a priority. They could have communicated. They've let me down. Like, honestly, where would that have got me? Like, what benefit is that of me? Like, this doesn't benefit, because now if I go in with that feeling, if I go in with that projection, it could ruin the evening, and it will ruin how I'm feeling. And I just don't need it. I'm sure we've all been in cars with people that are so angry, so frustrated, so negative, drive like they're on a mission. Anyone that cuts them up, or anyone that doesn't indicate, or anyone that doesn't necessarily do what they think they should do, and they get really angry. They're verbal with it. They start driving erratically. oh my God, I've been in cars when people have actually followed people, wound down their window and shouted things at them. It's like, what's the benefit? The person in front could have had a bad day, could have a lot on their mind, could have just had some bad news, well, might even be so oblivious to what's going on around them because they're just focusing on something that's going on for them. Honestly, nobody gets up in the day, nobody gets up in the morning and thinks, I know, I'm going to piss off the world today. Nobody does that. Like everybody, I truly, truly, truly believe that everybody is doing their best. Even, yeah. And do you know what? If you are thinking, what, Jay, even those people that do some really bad shit, some of those people that have done or do some really bad shit. Yes. I truly believe that most people, all people, are doing their best with the skills that they have. Most people that do really shit stuff have done that because of learned behavior, have done it because of abuse, have done it because they've been let down, have done it because they've been manipulated, have done it because that's what they, learned was how they need to be, or they're making their own mistakes because they feel trapped. They're making a decision because that's the best they can do in that moment. I know that sounds crazy. I know that's a lot to take on. I know that's a big way of thinking, but that's what I believe. I'm not suggesting that what they're doing is right or wrong. I'm not suggesting that they shouldn't, that shouldn't be dealt with. I'm not saying that at all. I truly believe that everybody is doing their best, and nobody is born. No one being is born to do some of the shit that they've done in their lives, or to be a negative person, or to mess up a marriage, or to not do their best with their job, or to not do their best in, like, nobody is born that way. Honestly, I know I just went really big there, but that's life. That's us humans. We are all doing our best. And the biggest problem of all of that really is not to take responsibility and just own your shortcomings or what you're doing in this world, and for you to be owning the projection that you're putting out into the world. Have you ever been in a situation where you have gone in because you've had a bad day, or you felt crap, or somebody pissed you off, and before you know it, you're now having another argument? It's because you've walked in and projected whatever's happened to you onto the other person or onto the situation, whether it be your words, whether it be your energy, whether it be your tone, whether it be your mood. I'm not saying any of this is easy, but we've all got to take a bit of responsibility for who we are and what we do. And we need to take responsibility and do something about it. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but my goodness, there is more information, there is more support, there is more guidance, there is more goodness in the world than there has ever been, accessible at our fingertips. There's no excuses. Absolutely no excuses. But there is complete ownership and responsibility. So, yeah. And I'm a bit kerfuddled. Is that even a word? Because, of course, I've not started the live as I would normally start it. I've not even welcomed you to the table. So I apologise. Welcome to the table. Bring your seat. Be here. Have a moment here with me, whatever you're up to, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is. Whenever you're watching this, feel free to comment. Feel free to send me a message. Feel free to like or dislike. Feel free to challenge what I'm saying. That's what it's all about. Like, it's not Jay's way. My way is not the right way. I'm just doing my best. And I'll do my best until I know better, and then I will do better. So today's been a good day. Ups and downs, as all days are. But today has had some really good alignment and some really good conversations, some really good clarity on what I'm doing and how I'm doing what I'm doing. And I am had a wonderful conversation today. One of my coaching sessions is called the confession session. And it's about one truth, one money move, 1 hour. That was really powerful, really, really powerful. I've also set up a waiting list and a website ready for an event that I'm launching. I'm going to have my first under this. It's called Remind Her, and it's an event. It's going to be an in-person event that I'm going to hold in Exeter in September, and it's going to be a room of inspiration, of value, of knowledge, and I'm going to do some live coaching in the room. It's a powerful thing. Share my story, share the stories of others. I'm actually going to launch my book. My book is a trilogy. And the first in the series is called Girl, Get Out of Your Own Way. The second book will be Life Made Up. And the third book will be Remind Her. Very excited about all of that. And all of it has been a long time coming. It's all been in process for a long time. And it's time that it was all birthed into the universe, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a full-on day. Lots and lots. It's amazing. It's amazing how much you can achieve in one day when you align. And it's often the days where there's conflict, where when you're out of alignment, when you're not aligned to your values, you're not aligned to your purpose or your focus. That's often when the day just becomes a mess, or the day just seems to disappear. And sometimes, I don't know if you've had this, but sometimes there can be days I'm like, what have I done today? I've just sat in my head. I've just been in conflict with things. And today wasn't one of those days. Today was a really good alignment day. So yeah. Interesting. Lots of thoughts, lots of things to think on. And then you can't really chat on here, which is annoying, but hey, we work with what we work with. We've got what we've got. And yeah. So what are we up to this weekend? I am not only doing lives Monday to Friday. Weekends I'm going to have off. Unless I fancy coming on, then I'll just come on. But what am I up to tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow I'm going bodyboarding in the sea, which will be quite exciting. I'm sure it's going to be quite cold and quite wet, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm going with my daughter, which will be fun. And then in the afternoon, I am going to a daytime disco, which I'm really looking forward to. I love dancing. I love singing. And right now I really need to fill my cup. I need to remind me of my essence, and that is dancing and singing. And then Sunday, I'm off to meet a friend in Port Isaac. And then hopefully Sunday evening, I'm going to a comedy club. When was the last time you really laughed? Like really, really, like your face was hurting, laughed. Your belly was hurting, laughed. It's such good food for the soul. When was the last time you did that? I think we all need to laugh. I love laughing. And sometimes the most silliest things can make me laugh. And other times I'm like, goodness me, I wonder what that's all about. But yeah, when was the last time you laughed? I'm looking forward to lots of laughter this weekend. Lots of laughter, probably making a fool of myself in the sea. Lots of laughter dancing at a daytime disco. Hopefully lots of laughter on Sunday at the comedy club. Yeah, should be fun. So this evening is a little bit of just make it up as I go and see what happens. But do you know what? reflections here. Over the last few weeks, I've done some new things, some things that have really lifted my soul. And I've been in new places where people have been so welcoming, so welcoming, even in and around all of some big challenges that have happened. I've actually made a point of being in places and being around people that make me feel good and that I can hopefully make them feel good, and doing things that are a little bit different. A daytime roller disco with a friend, no kids. We had the most, oh my God, we had the most amazing fun, laughing and singing and dancing and roller skating and just having fun. It was brilliant. And yeah, yeah. You know what? Out of the bad shit, there's good shit that happens too. And we definitely need to reflect on those good things. We really do. And the good people that were around. We really do. We really, really do. It's interesting, you know, there's a guy that I follow called Peter Crone. Massive respect for that guy. And if you're curious, go and watch just some of his shorts, some of his, you know, some of the short bits and pieces that he puts online. He's got some really good ones, good longer form on YouTube. He's incredible. He's insightful. His words, his language are absolutely wow. And just so powerful. And I've been watching quite a lot of his stuff. And one of the key things that he talks about is freedom. And when you start watching his stuff, it takes a while to get your head around because it's new. And the way he thinks about things will be very different to how you've likely thought of things. And one of the most beautiful things that he speaks of, is freedom. And he believes and shows regularly that freedom starts within. We don't need freedom with money. We don't need freedom with travel. We don't need freedom with relationships. We don't need freedom in love. Freedom is within. Because you could travel, you could have loads of money, you could have a new relationship, but there's one common denominator in all of it, and that's you. It starts within. That freedom piece starts inside. It starts with your internal language. It starts with your nervous system and your body and how your body feels. It starts with what you say to yourself and what you say to others. It's a feeling, it's a being, it's a knowing, it's an owning, it's a having, it's a reminding. And it's so powerful just to consider that anywhere you are at any one point of time, whatever you're doing, that you can completely feel free and have freedom. How powerful is that? How incredibly powerful is that? Just beautiful. Just think on that. Just contemplate on that. Because I'm full ownership, full vulnerability, as I will always bring to this table. I have felt stuck. I have felt lost. I have felt locked in. I felt boxed in. I've felt compressed, suppressed, restricted in so many situations over my life. So many situations. Whether it was being a single mum, having a baby at 17, feeling completely lost when I found out about, you know, things that were wrong with my daughter, being in an abusive relationship, not having anywhere to live, having issues with my parents, being estranged from my mum, moving, my goodness, I don't know, I couldn't even tell you. I reckon I've moved in excess of 20 times in my life. Oh my goodness me, I could go on. And do you know what? To come to the age I am now and come to the awareness I am now with so much more ahead of me. And now, only now to realize that I have full freedom. Wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, I have full freedom. Full freedom, always. That is powerful. It's beautiful. It's generous. And then if you consider, if you have full freedom in yourself, your projection to the external will be so different. The way you show up with others will be so different. The way you show up to a situation will be so different. The solutions you will find, because you'll be open to the solution and not locked in a negative or a stuck feeling. You will just find the solutions. And and I've done it so much that solutions just come in very quickly now. I very rarely get stressed. Some would say that I'm going to apologize for what I'm about to say, but some would say that I can glitter a turd, which sounds awful. That word is so awful, but it's so true, because at the end of the day, you can look at it and think, yeah, that's not very nice. But the reality is, you know, it's it's something that we all have to do. It's something that we all have to go through. And yet it's a positive because it's releasing something from your body that needs releasing. And, when the shit happens, shit happens. That's it. We're humans in a human journey. And the reality is the only way we grow is through the shit. Oh, it's so funny. Anyway, I'm going to go and see if I can find a parking space. I'm going to make sure that my car is going to turn on, because I hope I haven't drained the battery with the light. Yeah, I'll be back live on Monday after a wonderful weekend. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, however you're feeling, I promise you, if this is a negative time, it will pass. And if it's a positive time, it will also pass. That's life. But you are loved. You are welcome at this table every single night that I'm here. And if you want to share something, 7 p.m. table, go and share with me, either name or anonymous. It's up to you. Yeah, you've got this. We've got this. This game of life is a bundle of joy, no matter what's happening.